March 2007, Plumberex sent an alert letter to the building and plumbing industry, including many ASPE engineers, about the importance of safety on ADA-accessible products and how the Model Building and Plumbing Code safety requirements apply to the ADA undersink and underlab insulator materials. In particular, ASTM E84 testing requirements under real fire conditions. September 29, 2009. The U.S. Access Board gave technical guidance to Plumberex and the building industry regarding the underlab and undersink protection requirements of the ADA Section 4.19.4. This guidance clarifies the board's requirement is intended to protect against burns due to contact with hot pipes and drains, as well as to reduce the potential for injury due to contact with sharp or abrasive elements. In 2004, the board removed the reference to hot pipes because of the similar safety risk resulting from contact with cold water lines. June 6, 2010. The updated Whole Building Design Guide by the National Mechanical Insulation Committee, a program of the National Institute of Building Sciences, states, "Designers and other suppliers of goods and services need to provide equal access for all without undermining the needs of people with disabilities." How do we achieve equal access? 1. Keep in mind that equal access applies to programs, services, benefits, transportation, fixtures, furnishings, equipment, employment opportunities, and technology. 2. Design objectives. Plan for fire protection. The United States has the highest fire losses in terms of frequency of any modern technological society. Fire protection engineers must be involved in all aspects of the design in order to ensure a reasonable degree of human safety from fire and the products of combustion, as well as to reduce the potential for loss from fire. Building construction requirements, at a minimum, will address the following elements: construction type, exposures separation requirements, fire ratings, materials and systems, occupancy types, interior finish, exit stairway enclosure. July 23, 2010. The U.S. Attorney General signed documents that officially adopted the 2010 Americans with Disabilities Standards for Accessible Design. The Department of Justice stated, "As part of this update, the board has made its guidelines more consistent with model building codes, such as the IBC and industry standards. It coordinated extensively with model code groups and standard-setting bodies throughout the process so that differences could be reconciled. As a result, an historic level of harmonization has been achieved that has brought about improvements to the guidelines, as well as to counterpart provisions in the IBC and key industry standards, including those for accessible facilities issued through the American National Standards Institute."
The ADA requirement is a civil rights issue. It's not just a code issue, but it's far more reaching than the code. It's a civil rights issue. And because of that, attorneys will get involved. And now you're exposed to extreme lawsuits, even though you're trying to do your best and you have met the law, you can still be found guilty. And therefore you have to not only meet the law, but use your judgment on should you do more than what the law says.
ADA installation is required for whenever the contact of that wheelchair person is to that sink. If the sink is a lavatory or a hand sink or a kitchen sink, it moves around as long as that fixture is an ADA and there is a contact reference. So it's not limited to a lavatory.
As a leader in ADA law of insulation, Plumberex has now taken the lead in the complex standards-making process by adopting a technical, fundamental method based on sound engineering principles. Combining code and testing standards analysis with laws of physics analysis produces enlightened design objectives and legal requirements.
Hi, my name's Gabriel Latruga Sr. I'm the president and founder of Plumberex Specialty Products. I want to personally thank you for specifying Plumberex for the past 20 years. Plumberex has resolved many of the challenges associated with accessibility requirements, building code safety, function, and even aesthetics.
A recent aesthetics poll was taken by Plumberex on trap covers. The poll was conducted with 3 side-by-side front views of installed products and 3 side-by-side angle views of the same installed products. The polls included a combination of industry professionals and consumers. The results? The overwhelming majority preferred the Plumberex brands. Since 2000, International Building Codes IBC 2000, 2003, and 2006 editions have become the adopted building code in the United States. These codes set a minimum fire-resistant standard for protective covering materials in fixed applications.
We specify Plumberex exclusively because it does 3 things for us. Number 1, it provides the safety installation that's required. It provides the fire protection that's required. And it also is an aesthetically pleasing product. So we enjoy very much specifying Plumberex because we know we're not going to get into any troubles with the codes.
How do you select a product? Technically, I'm not married to a product. I'm not married to a factory. We are technically married to our licenses and to protect the life, safety, and for our client. We are surrogates for the client. We have to make sure that that product is safe. That is our number 1 issue. Now, whether they have a right catalog, right wrap, those are secondary. So the main issue is that once we understand the word installation carries the word ASTM E84 and the life safety, et cetera, then we know Plumberex does have it. Then there is no question.
We here at Plumberex want to continue to earn your trust, engineering smart solutions.